Organization called Serving Seniors is supporting low-income seniors who've been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Joining us this morning to talk about the services being provided and how you can get involved, CEO and President of Serving Seniors, Paul Downey. Paul, great to talk to you this morning. Thanks for your time.
Great. Good to talk to you, Jason.
This has really set things on end for you guys. Talk about the impact it's had on you.
Well, there's been a huge increase in demand for our meals. We serve breakfast and lunch 365 days. Before late February, early March, we were doing about 2,600 meals a day to low-income seniors throughout San Diego County. As of today, we're doing about 6,000 meals on a daily basis. So we've more than doubled the number of meals going out of our kitchen. And we run housing projects, complexes for low-income seniors, homeless services. So we've had to adapt to the new world and continue to provide services because the needs that existed in late February still exist today and now are compounded by COVID-19.
And you also had to close down 15 of your congregate dining sites, didn't you?
Yes, we had the county ordered us, and for good reason, to shut down our congregate sites. So all of our senior centers, including our flagship facility downtown, the Gary and Mary West Senior Wellness Center, we had to shut down. And so we've had to transition everybody who is coming to one of those sites for meals to receive a homebound meal. But at our Gary and Mary West Center, we are continuing to do to-go meals primarily for homeless seniors. And we're seeing about 350 homeless seniors a day coming in to get breakfast and lunch. We have to do it to-go style because we're not allowed to have them come into the facilities. And for those folks, we're also using our nurses, are screening them. So everybody coming through the line is getting screened for symptoms. And we're working on an exciting telehealth project with West Health and UCSD that'll allow us in real time to connect those folks to physicians if they are exhibiting some of the symptoms.
Talk to us about the Senior Nutrition Emergency Fund that you've started.
Well, this is something we have heard. We've more than doubled our meals, and actually we're working to build infrastructure to increase by several thousand more meals. And so to do that, we're obviously a charity, and so we rely on the generosity of San Diegans. And so far, people have been very generous, but for us to sustain and continue to build, frankly, we need donations. And so we've started the Senior Nutrition Emergency Fund as a way for folks, if they would like to make a donation, even a couple of bucks helps pay for a meal. And if people are able to do more, we would be most appreciative. Right now, as I say, we're doing 6,000 meals. Our goal is to get to 10 or 11,000 meals over the next few weeks because we see this going on for a long period of time because seniors are the most vulnerable population, age and multiple chronic health conditions. So even when much of the rest of the county may be, released from the self-quarantine, we see a lot of our folks are still going to be homebound for quite a while.
And for those who might not have the means to contribute financially, you do encourage them to write a card or a small note, right?
Yes, we've had folks do that, and it brightens up the day because one of the things that happens for our folks is social isolation. I mean, seniors can be isolated, even before COVID, and even more so. So, if you're home with your kids or grandkids and they're looking for a project, it's write sort of a generic note, draw pictures. I mean, we've had 6, 7-year-olds draw pictures, and what we'll do is we'll stick them in the bag with the meal. And I've talked to a couple of our seniors who've received them, and they've taped them to their refrigerator, and it just means something. The other thing that people can do if you're handy, with a needle and thread, is we do need cloth masks that we can distribute to the seniors that can be washed out and reused. And so if you are handy at all with that, we'd love to have people make donations, and we could also use some volunteers to help with the shelf-stable production, which is the new meals we're going to be doing. We need some volunteers and people to go out on some of our trucks to help deliver, as well as making phone calls to low-income folks who are homebound. So there's ways, both monetarily and non-monetarily, that people can get involved. And actually a really simple thing that people can do, and this has really nothing to do with serving seniors, is if you have an elderly neighbor, go check on them. I mean, don't go inside, don't violate social distancing, but maybe knock on their door, take a couple of steps back, and just make sure they're doing okay. And, they don't need help maybe with their prescriptions or toiletries or some other need. And even if you just stand and chat with them, about the weather, you can do that too. But we need to look out for each other, and particularly for older adults that are in our neighborhoods.
Yes, social contact, very important, as is social distancing. Okay, in closing, where can our viewers go online to find out more information?
The easiest thing to do is to go to our website, which is www.servingseniors.org, and then /COVID-19. And on that page, we have ways that you can make donations, you can do crowdsourcing, you can volunteer, and it also has information, if you are able to make some masks, how you can get them delivered to us, as well as if you want to make cards, the same thing. All the address and all the information is there. And again, we just encourage people to help out. Our seniors really need our help now.
All right. Paul Downey, President and CEO of Serving Seniors. Paul, thank you for your time, and thank you for all you do for the people in our community. Much appreciated.
Well, appreciate it. Thanks, Jason.
All right. Well, help is on the way for small businesses as President Trump signs the $484 billion